Hi guys, Donnisaurus here, and we're going to be talking about a little topic because I'm sick of playing that game. If you didn't notice, I was getting a bit annoyed because this thing was so hard to find. But hopefully I'll find it. Just imagine it as taking a break. I'm just getting tired. I'll keep searching another time. Okay, so down to what I came to talk about. I wanted to stay on topic about the game that I'm playing, so I just thought I'd make a little vlog about that. The vlog is going to be on which should be your starter Pokemon. Now, I'm only going to focus on the first 3 generations because after that I think they just ran out of ideas for Pokemon. And plus, those 3 generations were the best. Okay, so I'm going to be focusing on Generation 1, Generation 2, and Generation 3. You may be asking this question, why are we talking about Pokemon, Donnie? The answer is simple, Pokemon are cool. Now we all know the motto, go catch 'em all, but we all need a good Pokemon to start off with before we do that. So let's just see what we got here. Okay, so Generation 1 is Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. 3 very simple Pokemon that are known. Generation 2 is Generation 2 is Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile. And then Generation 3 is Trico, Mudkip, and Torchic. What do all of these have in common? They are all fire, grass, and water Pokemon. The 3 elements. Well, plant isn't an element, but you know what I mean. And I don't think they do wind Pokemon, so that's not very important. They do this because everyone wants a choice on an element. They didn't really expect us to think which one is the strongest. They just wanted us to have fun. But Pokemon has become more than that. It's not a battle anymore, it's a war. There's also more things that these 3 generations have in common. Usually the grass Pokemon is the easiest to raise, which means it will level up easier. But obviously it has its drawbacks. It's not as strong as the others. Fire Pokemon is probably the strongest when it comes to base attack, or damage in general, but apparently they're very hard to raise. They level up slow, and everything just becomes a huge drag. Water Pokemon on the other hand, they're equal in both of these things. They're like the spread out, the middle of these 2 Pokemon. But let's look at all the Pokemon individually. I'm going to start with the simplest one, Bulbasaur. Let's have a look at its evolutions. At level 16, Bulbasaur will evolve into an Ivysaur. And then once an Ivysaur at level 32, it will evolve into a Venusaur. Let's move on to the next Pokemon, which is Squirtle. Our water Pokemon, Squirtle, at level 16 evolves into Wartortle. And then once a Wartortle, at level 36, he evolves into a Blastoise. Which is pretty sick. A turtle with guns coming out of its back. Oh, a turtle though. Next Pokemon. Okay, now we're going to look at the last one of Generation 1. Charmander. The one I picked. Charmander, the fire Pokemon. At level 16, evolves into Charmeleon. So Charmeleon evolves into a Charizard at level 36. That's all for Generation 1. Now, let's think about it. What do we need the most? Do we need power? Do we need efficiency? Or a bit of both? That depends on you actually. Whichever way you work, I mean, if you need a Pokemon that's a high level, then take Bulbasaur. If you prefer brute power, I would go Charmander, which is what I went with, because I knew it was going to get me through. If you want a bit of both, you would take Squirtle, which I think is the best idea if you want a good start off. Because I know that the first gym is it rock or ground? Doesn't matter, it's weak to water. Moving on to Generation 2. Let's start off with Chikorita. Let's have a look at her evolutions. Or his evolutions. His or her. It's a species, it's both. Turns out that Chikorita is 87.5% male. Which means there's a lot of males out there called Chikorita. grass Pokemon Chikorita. Level 16 evolves into a Bayleaf. Once a Bayleaf, at level 32 it evolves into Meganium? Meganium? I think it's Meganium. I never got that far in the anime. Alright, moving on to Totodile. Totodile, the water Pokemon. At level 18, Totodile evolves into Crocodile. That's an interesting name. And at level 30 it evolves into Feraligatr. I just realized this all has to do with alligators and crocodiles. Cyndaquil. I always thought this one was really cute until it evolved. It became a rat. Cyndaquil, the fire Pokemon. At level 14, this Pokemon evolves into Quilava. And its last transformation, which comes at level 36, Typhlosion. That's a cool name. Okay, now that we've looked at all these three, we have to decide which one is best. This one's a bit more difficult because the Pokemon are a bit cuter. And if you want a cool looking Pokemon, it's kinda hard. But if you're looking for a cool Pokemon, you'd probably go with Totodile. I had a look at its final evolution and it seems to be the scariest. If you're looking for a pretty Pokemon, I would go with Chikorita. It has some pink and green with it, it's just very colourful. And if you want a rat with a flame on its back, you go with Cyndaquil. Alright, on to Generation 3. The hell was Generation 3 again? First, let's have a look at Trico. Trico, the grass Pokemon. At level 16, Trico evolves into Grovel. Such a pathetic name. At level 36, evolves into Sceptile. Let's go on to Mudkip. The water Pokemon Mudkip. At level 16, this Pokemon evolves into Marshtomp. Level 36, I always thought this was cool. It evolves into Swampert. P.S. my favorite. Not my favorite Pokemon, but it looks cool, okay? Alright, on to the last Pokemon. Torchic. The fire Pokemon Torchic. At level 16, this Pokemon evolves into Combuskin. That's just a play on words. Level 36, this Pokemon evolves into Blaziken. Well, let's see which one you would want to pick. If you want something buff and tough looking, I suggest you go with Mudkip. That final evolution is really something else. And just so you know, its Mudslide is a bit addictive. If you want something cute that becomes a bit cooler later, you would go with Torchic. In my opinion, it looks stupid. But if you think it looks cool, whatever works for you. It's like a woman crossed with a bird to me. Trico's final evolution kind of looks like a snake that grew legs that can fly. So wings and legs. It grew limbs and got some leaves stuck on it. And it's ugly. I think that's enough information for what you need to know. Doesn't really matter which one you pick. It's up to you. That's why they made 3. Not like that other one where you could only pick Pikachu. I don't always know which one I want, so I usually go on appearance. Before I pick a Pokemon, I would always look at its evolutions first to see how cool it gets. Because who wants a stupid looking Pokemon at the end? I think that's all you need to know for now. If you want to find out more info, why don't you just check out their stats and stuff, or their abilities. Some of them are actually really cool. My preference was Mudkip, because his moves are cool. Especially Mudshot. So if you guys enjoyed watching this video, just give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, because I still have a lot going on here. I'm trying to keep it coming every day, and I'll try and make the videos long enough for you. This video actually took quite a while. It's gonna take forever to edit. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, maybe you'll see me tomorrow. Or maybe I'll see you, depends who you are. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Cheers.